So with that in mind, I think that covers just about everything, don't you?
I think so. It's
Pretty
just
pretty quick gist.
yeah. It's just overall, this is a. I just want to kind of quick spiel about this. This
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
fantastic marathon. Of course, thanks to Golden, who is kind of the main organizer of this. He's put in a lot of work to make this happen. So, big thanks to Golden and everybody else, people like Cass, and
Cass
all
has
the
put in a
other
lot of work
people.
too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and now I don't want to make it sound like the credits before we're starting, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, just
I
kind of
appreciate
a
it.
big, just the intro,
Yeah,
thanks,
yeah,
thank you to the people that make this happen. So,
I
but
appreciate
yeah,
it.
it's just going to be a weekend of fun speed running, lots of great runs, lots of good stuff to win. So please tune in, spread the word. If you can give us a host, please give us a host. If you can, tweet about it using the hashtag. I believe we're using the hashtag JRTA Marathon again.
JRTA3. Yep. Hashtag
Excuse me, yes.
JRTA3.
Yeah, so yeah, use the hashtag on Twitter, give us a shout, give us a follow, whatever you can do. We really appreciate it. Even if you can't donate, at least, giving us your support in any way possible. We really appreciate it. So thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you enjoy us for the rest of the weekend.
Yes, and we actually already have a couple donations, some pre-marathon donations, if you will.
Sure. We did have a $1 donation from myself. We'll just ignore that one.
Nice.
Moving on.
Good donation.
And we did have a $5 donation from Dame Nagi. I don't know if that's how you say it. I'm just gonna
Dame
assume
Nog.
so.
What was it? Can I see the spelling?
Dame
Dame
Damenegi.
Dame Nagy.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But he says hype. So thank you for
Okay.
the $5 donation. And once again, when you do donate, if you can put a message, in your donation message where you want your donation to go, we'd appreciate that. But if you don't, we will try to reach out to you and ask where you want your donation to go to. Again,
Yep.
we have all of the fantastic incentives and bid wars you can donate to. So please, there's a lot of stuff to donate towards. So don't want to, waste your donation.
Right. All right, let's pull in our first runner here. It's Succinct and Punchy.
That's right. I'm pulling it right now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome. Are you streaming the game audio, by the way?
Yes.
And the Discord as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself here and switch computers.
Should all be sound.
Pulling it right now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome. Are you streaming the game audio, by the way?
Yes.
And the Discord as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself here and switch computers.
Should all be sound.
Okay. So you should be able to hear me again.
This moment while we get everything set up.
Try it again. Can you hear? Just double check. Okay.
Okay.
First run, always got to
So you
set
should
up
be
a little
able to hear
bit.
me again.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just chilling. I'm nervous. I shouldn't have looked at the video account. That was a mistake.
Try again. Can you hear? Just double check.
Yep.
I can hear.
Okay. Sorry, the first run, always got to set up a little bit, so.
No, it's alright. I'm just chilling. I'm nervous. I shouldn't have looked at the view account. That was a mistake.
Oh. They're all cheering with you, not at you. Or-
Don't patronize me.
I guess while we have a minute, kind of talk about some of the incentives we have. We do have the first incentive coming up is the Mario Party 2 incentive. We donate 200. If we all get $250 towards that, Oxus is going to stream with us out to Canada. Who's not aware, Oxus has wonderful main outfits that he will stream with, and he did say he has a special surprise for us. guess while we have a minute, kind of talk about some of the upcoming incentives we have. We do have the first
he's
incentive
quite
coming
a
up is
showman.
the Mario Party 2 incentive.
Okay, I think I have everything set up. Can I just get a confirmation
Donate
from
200. If
the
we all
chat
get
that you guys like the
$250
audio
towards
level?
that, Oxus is going to stream with his outfit cam. He was not aware. Oxus has wonderful maid outfits that he will stream with, and he did say he has a special surprise for us if you donate towards that.
Sounds good to
so
me. I'm just
make it
waiting
happen,
to make
folks.
sure.
It's always a great thing to see on stream.
Yeah, he's quite a showman. Okay, I think I have everything set up. Can I just get a confirmation from the chat that you guys like the audio levels?
Hello, I'm going to speak words into my microphone to check the audio balance.
Okay, it sounds good to me. I think
Hi,
if
everything
we're
good?
all set here, we can probably go
Sounds
ahead
good
and
to me. I'm just waiting to make
get
sure.
this run going.
Cool.
All right, so do you want to count it down for me, and then I'll start the timer?
Yeah, sure. So, go now?
Whenever you're ready, yeah, let's go ahead and let's start this party.
Yeah, let's just go.
All right, good luck.
Here's all of me.
Okay, it sounds good to me. I think if we're all set here, we can probably go ahead and
Hello. I am
get this run going.
This is Freedom
Cool.
Planet. It fits in this-
All right, so do you want to count it down for me, and then I'll start the timer?
Yeah, sure. So, go now? We just... Alright.
Whenever you're ready, yeah, let's go ahead and let's start this party.
Yeah, let's just go. Ready as I'll ever be. 3, 2, 1, go. Time for Kusoge. Hello, I am SuccinctAndPunchy, this is Freedom Planet. It fits in this marathon because it's technically like Chinese bootleg Sonic despite being developed by a European. I'm playing as Lilac, who is like the Rocket Knight inspired character. You see, I've got this boost move. I've also got a dive kit. You combine these moves in various ways. You have this Cyclone, which acts like a double jump, and the movement tech is very, very complicated, and I'm not even really going to bother trying to explain most of it throughout the entire run. It just looks very fancy. This is a mini-boss. Now it's dead. When you're pushing against walls, you can buffer boost inputs by pushing into them. That's a fade-out skip. You can cancel the fade-out animation by pausing the game, choosing to restart, and then unpausing. I don't know why that works. It just does. Switch skip, you get an achievement for that one. The devs know about that. I messed up my inputs. Clear them out. Get down there. This is the actual mini-boss. You can get this in one cycle if you clear the 4 back orbs off exactly like that and then kick the head. And then you go into like an Act 2 sort of thing. So this game has very clear Sonic inspirations. Was buffering, yay. You cyclone to slide over gaps. That was beautiful. Jump off slopes. Cyclone up, attached to walls like that, because the physics in this game are remarkably loose. You can just sort of finagle yourself onto any surface you like, provided you can hit it at a funny angle. And unless it's like a 90-degree angle, you can get on it. And some 90-degree angles you can get on anyway. Go away. Large cyclone jump up here. If I can get the damage boost. Oh, I can. Remarkable. If you're facing the opposite direction when you get hit, you boost in that direction, because damage boosting is not dependent on what direction you get hit from, it's dependent on what direction you're facing. Which is weird, but go figure. I'm going to try and do a trick to skip the entire boss fight here, but I might screw it up, so, you know, stay tuned. Nope, easy, free, every time. So you get on top of the level. You're not meant to be up here at all. The boss is, like, below you at the moment, but the trigger to end the level is just up here, so you just get on top of the level, and you just leave. That's the game, everyone. So that was stage 1. Stage 2. Stage 2 opens with a very large jump that can go wrong because the physics in this game just don't work very well. That's a good launch, but I had bad meter, so I'm gonna have to wait for it to respawn there. Like, the boost ability is governed by the meter in the top left there, you see. Collecting crystals refills it, but using a boost consumes the entire meter, so if you boost improperly, like that, you have to wait for the meter to come back, and that's why this run is ridiculously punishing. Because one wrong move, and you kind of lose time. I don't know what that noise was. I'm gonna choose to ignore that. Boost up the hill, get in the hole. Get up the ladder. Ah, missed it. See, climbing ladders is very slow, which is why I'm repeatedly mashing jump to get up it. And here's a zip! It wouldn't be a fake Sonic game without zips, right? Like, you gotta have those. I think it's necessary. Oh, jump too high. That high jump thing you get there is a result of just sort of physics being a bit inconsistent. This is a checkpoint warp because once you've killed that boss, the next area is open, but you can just open the menu and do a restart to immediately jump to the next area. And a cutscene. Wow, I get 5 seconds to breathe. Sorry, excuse me. Probably shouldn't do that directly into the microphone. This is a boss skip. I may have done it too high. No, I'm good. That's a mini-boss. We choose not to fight it. You can just skip it instead if you go like straight under and you bypass the screen lock. It's free. Another checkpoint warp there, done with an audio cue. I used the voice clip of her pushing into the wall for that. This is Cave Glide. I think I got a good angle on it. No, not quite. I got shitty height off my glide, because that just happens sometimes. LOL physics. Oh, nice! I got the loading screen glitch. The loading zone failed to trigger when I walked off the screen. Awesome! Oh, dropped inputs. Lovely. Yeah, that's the thing with speedrunning this game. It's pretty badly programmed, so sometimes you will run off the screen and the game just won't register correctly that you've done so.
Oh man.
So the next area doesn't load properly.
Nice.
Ooh, fancy strats. I don't know why I went for that, but I did, and I got it. Amazing. I think all streamers should be ODAF, but I can't. No words. Forget it. This is an auto-scroller. Sorry about that. You can all take a breath from me, like, speaking a million words per minute.
Alright. Time for a quick.
Go for it.
We did have a $20.50 donation from Boar. Says good luck with the marathon, guys. Put this to Oxcan coming up soon. Thank you very much, Boar, for your donation.
Thanks, Boar.
A little mini-boss here. You can kill him in 3 kicks and 1 boost, and that's that. Mini-bosses and bosses in this game in general go by quite quickly. I could do a restart warp here to gain some extra IGT, but it's a lot slower real-time, and this is a marathon, so no. And time for a boss fight. This boss fight is kind of a pain because it relies on incredibly specific movement and manipulations, and it can go wrong at the drop of a hat. I'm going to try a technique here called Timer Freeze, where if you do enough damage to the boss at the start of the fight... No, missed it completely. If you do enough damage to the boss at the start of the fight, the timer will freeze and not come back on the screen, which saves you bare time IGT, but, like, not really any RTA, because... Oh. That's me trying to get the game to register an uppercut, and the game not behaving properly, as it tends to, because it's a badly made pile of shite. Oh, not RNG. There he goes, he's off. This boss unfortunately has like borderline random patterns, so when he jumps places and does things, it's like not really in my control what happens. What is that noise? And again. Oh Christ, that's my follow alert, that's what that is. Oops. How do I turn that off?
That's funny.
Oh, forget it. I can't turn it off without changing the scene. And then it will show my regular stream layout and everything off. Okay.
It's all good, it's all good. You guys should give him calls anyway, let's get that noise going.
I forgot about that. I feel silly now. Right, so level 3. This level has the first and repeated instance of wrong warps in this game, because no speed game is complete without some wrong warps. And they only work on this level, and we don't know why. I asked the developer why they worked, and he shrugged.
Nice.
He has no clue either. They're just, like, I think the story goes that the screen transitions in this level were causing soft locks, so he implemented, like, a patchwork fix to get them to not break, but as a result of it, it ends up teleporting the player if you enter them funny. And enter them funny we shall! So this first wrong warp here is done by, dropping an enemy corpse, like this one, this bulldozer here. We're gonna kill him in 1 hit by closing his own cap on him. That will bounce into the loading zone. We can boost into it, and it will bounce us out, and for some reason, that causes a wrong warp to happen. That launches you, like, 8 seconds forward in the level. That doesn't save as much time as you'd think, but it does look really cool. Dude, let's do some stair kicks. And completely mess it up. That's fine. Alright, this is another wrong warp. That's not a wrong warp, that's me not doing that correctly at all. Let's try that again, shall we? No, bad height. You have to high uppercut onto a ceiling, and then boost out of the wall like that. Unfortunately, high uppercuts as a trick are kind of a pain in the ass. A high uppercut in this game is when you hold up and press jump and attack at the same time. But it has to be done within a very specific frame window, and sometimes doesn't work for no particular reason. And also, the height of the uppercut you get varies dramatically on no basis I understand. Wow, that's going off a lot. Also, during this cutscene, you can pause the game repeatedly, and it skips the animation by quite a lot. We also don't know why. It just works. It saves no IGT, and this game is timed IGT, so it doesn't really matter that much, but we still do it because, like, you know, save time for free. Why not?
Agreed.
These zip lines in the more... Oh, sorry, go.
I was gonna say the vibe I get from this game. I mean, obviously, like the parallels to Sonic, but it's programmed about as well as Sonic is too.
Quite. Oh, speaking of dodgy programming, that is a loop. They, I just fell through a floor. You'll get to that in a moment. That just went right through the floor. Lovely. Right, just right through.
This game is something else.
Yeah. It's a great run to watch, which is why I keep it in the back pockets for marathons, but I'm not gonna lie, it is an extremely obnoxious game to actually run. We're gonna pick up the shield here because I missed the first one earlier in the level. And drop jump input, that's epic. Okay, I'm gonna have to walk all the way back up. All the way back up because I tried to jump there and the game didn't register it, so let's try for fancy strats instead. Get completely boned on that because LOL. Do an uppercut off this because uppercuts briefly ignore gravity, which allows us to skip sections of the level. This is a mini-boss. He's dead now. And that's... Oh, more dropped inputs. Cool. I like losing 2 seconds because the game just failed to recognize a dive kick. You lose speed in the air when you jump in this game, but dive kicks conserve speed, so you see me dive kicking all the time because it saves speed. This is a boss fight, so at the start, what you want to do is you want to deal enough damage to him very quickly to not get a bad cycle, and I got a bad cycle because I got a drop jump input, so it messed me up. That's the other problem with this game. It drops inputs like absolutely crazy. Which makes that is the like reason number 50 million running this game is like remarkably obnoxious. It drops inputs all the time, and I have a reasonable explanation for why that happens as well. If you'll hear me while I'm doing this boss. Inputs in this game are programmed on the object layer of the game, so the game handles your buttons the same way it handles bullets and pickups and other things like that. So what that means, if there's an excess of objects going on the screen, like the background is whizzing by really fast, or there's just loads of bullets on the screen, your inputs will get pushed down the object queue. Which has a funny habit of removing inputs entirely. So sometimes when you press jump, your command to jump will get displaced by a bullet. It's great. And by great, I mean it's incredibly frustrating. Succinct, do I keep this energy up when I stream all the time? No. So this is a level where the level design is non-linear. You have like you have three ships you can go to from the main hub. We kind of do them in linear order anyway. I got hit through the floor. Awesome. Good hitbox. 10 out of 10. Screw off. Yeah, non-linear level design doesn't really matter because we do them in linear order anyway. It just works out faster to do it that way. Dive kick past this. There's a restart warp I can do here if I screw this jump up, which I did. So that doesn't lose any time as a result. Not any IGT, but it does lose RTA. Not that it matters much. My estimate's pretty fine. It should be safe. High uppercut up to that, and that's a mini-boss, and he's dead in literally 2 moves. Mini-bosses in this game don't last long if you know what you're doing. Nope, I bonked. So on to the next ship. You can use the Cyclone double jump move to extend jumps like this. As long as you hold the down button when you do them, you don't lose speed when you do them. Otherwise, you gain height but lose speed. This, like, the fact that they work like this is not alluded to anywhere in the manual. Also, lol, nice physics. You have to push down that switch to get through a door. And I couldn't get up to it for reasons. So because every single ship of this level has its own mini-boss, this one is like mini-boss dense. And this one, for instance, this is Spade. You control him with a variety of movement manipulations, and it's really hard to explain what's going on here when I do this, so I'm just going to do it. That was it. I promise you I manipulated that. Also, if you pause the game, it inverts its colors! Yeah! Don't know why it does that either. Of course Sonic Team made this, it's completely boost to win. Oh boy! That's a death. I held forward too far. Nice. I kind of got pushed off the platform there. I don't actually know what to do if that happens. Oh, right, when you die the game takes away all your meter, so we get to wait for 5 seconds. Lovely. Oh, great. Okay, these gem cycles are on the global timer, which means trying to predict where they're going to be is remarkably obnoxious. Because they can be anywhere, depending on where you're at. You kind of just YOLO and hope for the best, really.
Alright, about to take a quick second to plug some stuff.
Go for it.
Alright, just want to remind everybody that kind of what's coming up. So we do have, after Freedom Planet, we do have a week of Garfield run by Cool Kid, followed by Donaldland by Sunkir. Then after that will be Mario Party 2, and Mario Party 2 will be run, of course, by Oxwus and Nero, 2 Japanese runners. And that does have the incentive of Made of Outfit Cam by Oxwus. We need $250 for that. So please, really appreciate your donations. That's coming up fairly soon, so please donate if you can.
Hey, check this out. Ground Cycloning squats your vertical hitbox. I got under that because I ground cycloned. If you stand, that'll hit you. But ground cycloning, for some reason, does this. It squats your vertical hitbox, so you don't get hit by things like that. It's cool. This is second phase, right? So this is a trade of casual mode. I'm just going to eat this damage on the nose, and then my iframes last long enough to just do that. If I were playing on a harder difficulty mode, that wouldn't work, but I don't care, because the run is, like, borderline unchanged from difficulty to difficulty. Otherwise, he charges at you, you jump, you squat your hitbox to not get hurt. Nice hitbox, dude. And that was a boss fight.
This is far from over.
What level's next? I don't even remember. How long has it been since I played this game? Oh yeah, yesterday.
It's a long time.
Very long time. This is the level with super swimming in it, because we steal our trick names from Wind Waker. You do all this stuff. Crazy movement, yada yada. I can't really explain what's going on here because it all goes by too fast. Boosting underwater, and then dive kicking out of the water while holding jump allows you to rise out of the water just like that at crazy fast speeds. We call that super swimming because we're all incredibly uncreative. It's the same rules that, like, airspeed follows, where you lose speed if you jump, but you don't lose speed if you dive kick, which means if you jump dive kick, you don't lose speed coming out of the water. The same way you don't lose it if you do it in the air. So the rules are technically consistent, you just have very bizarre applications of them depending on what medium you're in. Ride the bubble. That was a very good arc. Oh, dropped input. That was supposed to be a jump dive, but the game did nothing with it. So here we're going to attach to a surface, fly all the way up like that. That skip is surprisingly hard to do, actually, but I'm quite consistent at it for some reason. Under the lake. Easy. Jump off that slope to gain a bit more speed. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for Lake Glide. That's not gonna get it. Trying to land all the way. If your gliding is extremely precise, you can in fact land all the way in there. But it's like maybe a couple pixels worth. Oh. That was messy. That boss tries to throw up shields, I should say, in order to, you know, take hits, but if you kick her in the face and do lots of damage before she ever gets them off, you don't have to deal with them, and that's good because, shield hits have, like, post-damage invulnerability. I'm gonna wait for the cycle here. You have to wait for a specific cycle on the water before you want to, try and do this super swim here. Please work, this is really cool. It's not gonna work because of the enemy. No, it will! Oh! 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 And then the game dropped my input. God damn it. That was really good. That sequence was really good. I got the fast swim out of the water, but then the game dropped my cyclone, so I didn't get the fast exit. Nice speed, yo. So all the while through this level, when I do jump dives off of things, I have a chance of just randomly losing speed off, like, any of them. Because every single floor you see in this game is kind of curvy. Somewhat. That's not a visual effect, they're actually curvy. And if you jump on a downslope, you lose speed, so you're prone to sort of just randomly getting cheated out of your speed. Also, this is the boss fight, this is the same one from the Fortune Knight level. You have borderline the same strat. But then there's a second phase to it where you want to high uppercut, bounce off the wall, and then deliver kicks to his face. Exactly like that. He's too high for me to hit. That's bad RNG, that is, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the bob of the ship is vaguely randomy, so sometimes you get a bit screwed on it. 320 is not a bad time for that level, though. Why are the water police after you? Because you broke out of the water jail. This game does have a story mode, but we obviously play on the mode that skips all the cutscenes. Mainly because the cutscenes are, like, longer than the gameplay at high levels of speedrunning. And also, they're bad. So this is Thermal Base. Right at the start of this level, you're immediately racing against a very tight cycle to try and make a zip. I haven't gotten the most optimal, and I just immediately missed the optimal cycle because I randomly lost speed off the very first jump. Nice game, dude. So I'm just going to casually walk through the rest of this level because now the cycle's all buggered, and it doesn't really matter from that point onwards. Quality video game. Oh, this is all messy. Okay, so this zip. Where in the hell is my cycle? Here it is. Jump here, do that. And I got pushed out forward. Thanks, game. Okay, let's try that again, and hopefully this time with the game being less wrong about its own physics. There we go. I don't even know what cycle that was. It was like 5 million cycle or something. Who cares? This entire level is quite obnoxiously cycle-based, which makes it really frustrating to speedrun, because any one mistake is going to gunk up the rest of the run, like all of the rest of the run, because there are 3 kinds of cycles in this game, ones that are based on the screen, ones that are based on the timer, and ones that are sort of based on your proximity to them. This stage, pretty much everything in it is based on the global timer, which is frustrating, because... Oh yeah, by the way, box it, that one's like really easy. You literally just push a box into another box and then jump on the box, and the game goes, "What are you doing? You have put boxes inside of boxes, no!" Damn it, I don't get to do the fast squid kill here because the game randomly screwed me out of my speed on that jump. Oh, I could just do that, that works too. So that's a thing called the squid quick kill, and it's based on an extremely arcane property that your attacks have, which is that Lilac's kicks actually come out faster if you are moving quicker. They have less cooldown on them. The animation is shorter. It's an incredibly bizarre quirk. But it means if you're moving quickly, you can fire off kicks at like 50 million a second. Easy game, easy life. Cycloning off slopes to gain speed, waiting a little, backing up to collect this keycard, and then opening doors. Doors, when you put keycards in them, don't open instantly, rather frustratingly, which means you can bonk on the door during their opening animation. Wacky physics in progress. Down here. Wait a patient amount, otherwise you bonk the door. As I just said, we pick up this fire shield because elemental shields in this game actually have the appropriate property that they would in like a Sonic game. Having a fire shield makes you immune to fire, which is useful for this section for the reason you are probably seeing right now. It's full of fire. You don't want that. Oh, nice, I randomly lost all my speed off that jump, which is probably going to gunk the cycles up. That's a ton of fun. So this room... Oh, I missed. Never mind. This is water skip. You try and you... There! Let's take a moment to collect my thoughts, shall we? I'm going to miss that again. Deary me, this skip is retarded. Okay, let's try this again. No, that's not going to get it either. So you want to disable the water in this level, and the water pushes you to a place where you can disable the water, but if you boost correctly, like that, you can just get past it like that, but that skip is also obnoxious and stupid. So I failed it like a million times, because it relies on the physics working properly, and as I've established, they don't. So those crushers that I just sped past as well, those instantly kill you, and will bypass any kind of invincibility you might have. They are the only thing in the game that does that, so that cycle is quite tight as well, which means if anything goes wrong, like at all, on that screen, you have to pull out and do babby strats, because if you risk it, you will die. You don't want to die. It generally tends to be slow. Wow, that hypercut went too high. Cool. This is a boss. He's probably one of the most boring ones in the game. By the way, you can hit bosses in this game before they're even done talking, which is great. You get achievements for it. Otherwise, when you kill a phase of this boss, it goes under the water, the lava rather, and then disappears. After that second hit, I'm now going to check Twitter because this takes absolutely forever.
Alright. Well, while you're checking Twitter, I'm gonna go ahead. We did get a $15 donation from Bedazzle with no message. Thank you very much. And Bedazzle, if you did want that to go to something, please you can let us know in chat and update the document.
Done.
Of course, for anybody donating, if you did want to put it towards something, please put in your donation message. But if you can't, you can also say in chat and we'll try to find it. So,
I
very much.
killed the boss. It took a while because that animation takes like 20 full seconds. I have no Twitter notifications. Y'all letting me down. Rubbish. So this is my favourite level because it has the best music by far. This is something called the Ceiling Scraper, except it's not because I completely screwed it up. I don't actually know how to respond to that if that goes wrong. I sort of got the wrong physics and went completely haywire. That'll do, whatever, that's a backup. I'm gonna do this because restarting there causes you to jump all the way up to the top of this. That's probably not faster RTA, I don't know. I couldn't be bothered to time it, so I just did it. It's definitely faster IGT, and this game is timed IGT, so those are the strats that which I know. Oh yeah, this is the level's gimmick. You enter these rings and they give you like a super boost that enables you to do like 2 boosts in a row, which is kind of neat. And the super boost is like the single strongest attack in the game because some attacks in this game have a certain property of actually... Damn it, that happened. That's a bad meme. Some attacks in this game have a property of doing more damage the faster you're moving. That boost is one of them. Nice. That trick, that is like a sequence of dive kicks that only works if the game doesn't completely screw you and give you the wrong height off that jump, and it did. It screwed me and gave me the wrong height, so... Rip that, I guess. I just lost like 10 seconds on that screen to no actual execution error and just the game being repeatedly wrong about its own physics. That's quite fun. Don't run this game. I don't recommend it.
Dang.
Nice. You need the Earth Shield for this section. Oh, go. Go for it.
Ah, okay. So we did have a $10 donation from Dracodan. It says,
Nice.
Go on, punch him, my lad. Cover run. Right in there, son. Sorry, I have no British accent.
Oh, that dropped input was painful! That one hurt my soul. It's okay, I recovered well enough from the dumb dropped input, but that still loses time, which is annoying, and that's why running this game is a bad idea. Don't do it.
Keep that in mind.
So this is another screen where you're racing against an incredibly obnoxiously tight cycle. I didn't get it. Boo. The blocks in this level spawn in sort of a vaguely Mega Man-y fashion, and they spawn on a cycle, on the screen cycle, and trying to beat it is quite the challenge. Oh nice, I didn't not beat it, but I then bounced off the invisible blocks. That's great. Thanks, game. So we'll just exit the slow way, I suppose. Whatever. Is it down here? Whoops, too early. Okay, so at the end of this room, we want to grab a switch at the top to open the door to the boss. This ceiling has a habit of, like, sub-pixel rounding you too far so that you bounce off it and don't grab the switch. I didn't get that, quite luckily, but it has a chance to do that, and then you lose a ton of time, which sucks. And this is a boss. We're not going to fight it normally, because the way you fight it normally is quite boring. It has a ton of orbs on its back, and ordinarily you have to break most of them, and then the eye becomes vulnerable. And then you kill it. But, using a certain trick, you can despawn all the orbs by forcing them off the screen. The only problem with this trick, as all well and good as that sounds, is that it sometimes fails for absolutely no reason. So I'm gonna try it, because the alternative is boring. And I got it, but then I missed the eye somehow, because it was too high. Thanks for that, game. Oh, hello. That works, whatever. As a boss, at least the quick kill didn't fail, I guess. I just missed the eye somehow. And this is a shmup section. This is not timed by the game's in-game timer, and it runs at like a fixed speed. This is basically an auto-scroll. If you have any donations to read, feel free to just interrupt me, because you do nothing but mash all the buttons here for about 3 minutes. Every button.
I think Darkman went to help set up for the next run, but I will point out that we are about $200 away from meeting the Oxus camera incentive for Mario Party 2. So keep those donations coming in, guys.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know if Golden mentioned, but just want to say a big shout out to being on the front page. Thank you to everybody on Twitch for making that happen.
Wah.
Yeah, Twitch has been exceptional to us so far. They've negotiated the front page for us for various parts of the entire weekend, so we're pretty grateful for that.
Oh yeah, no, when I say I'm mashing all the buttons in this section, I mean all of them. I have my palm, like, flat on the controller, hitting every button. Every button. All of them. This is Battle Glacier, the longest and hardest level in the game. Because everything goes by really fast, there's tons of objects all over the place, so it displaces inputs like mad, and the level in general is really, really difficult. So this should be fun. It's also got like one of the hardest bosses in the game. For speedrunning purposes, at least. So will I get both orbs here for good? No, I only got one. That's gonna suck. I tried to back out there and didn't get it. So this screen, I'm racing against the hang bar cycle, which is the cycle of a hang bar, so I can make it to the next part of the level. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I did, just barely. Just barely! Cycling off that, get up here. So this level's really, really obnoxious, terrible gimmick. These rockets that you have to fire at walls to break them. The only problem with this is that these rockets' hitboxes are like the worst thing ever. And they very frequently clip boxes that you don't want to hit. It's bleh. Do not want, don't like, would rather do without. Like this, triple drills. You hit all 3 drills in a row, and that worked, quite luckily. That is harder than it looks. That has a chance of just going awry for no reason. You might get a... Sometimes the drills can randomly decide to do a longer animation, which just loses the run, because it will cause the drill to miss. And that's annoying when that happens. Mini-boss time. This boss's movements are manipulated based on your own, which means if you just jump side to side like this, he doesn't really go anywhere and you don't get hurt. And at the end, you can sneak an extra hit in by doing a high uppercut, like that. And also another minor optimization is that you want to finish this fight towards the right edge of the arena, because the fight ends and the doors open when the ship leaves the right end of the screen, and I then got a bad exit because the game just dropped my jump input entirely. Lovely. Thanks for that, game. I don't need your help to mess this run up, thank you. Oh, cool. Wrong kind of cyclone. Thanks for that as well. That's gonna bonk. This is a load of rubbish. Hit lag. Cool. So this is a zip that we're about to do, another one, only this one's different because it's literally pixel perfect. I'm gonna have to check that. I have to pause the game to look to make sure I'm on the exact right pixel when I do this, because, like, you know how a lot of runners say their tricks are pixel perfect and they don't actually mean that, they just mean quite precise? No, this one's pixel perfect. I know it's pixel perfect because I went through the game with a data viewer to figure it out. It's pixel 9064, also that's 1 pixel too far. When you do that setup, the game has a chance of subpixel rounding you wrong, so you end up on the wrong pixel and you'll softlock if you do it. This is the correct pixel, but I'm having difficulty actually getting the zip to behave at the moment because it likes to fail for no reason. Reason number 50 million, this game is not a good speed game. This trick right here. Come on. Please, game, will you behave? No, that's also entirely wrong. There you go. This is the right pixel, but will I actually get the thing? There we go. So that's a dumb trick. Literally pixel perfect, and sometimes the game just fails on it. Hey, nice, I got wrong distance on that. Wahey. Yeah, 9064. That's your X-coordinate that you need. Excuse me. That jump, you try and go all the way up with that jump, but sometimes you don't get the right height. Why? Physics in this game don't work very well, which is a bit of an issue for a momentum platformer, which is a good thing. Everything still looks stylish regardless. Oh, I got another dropped input there, that's fun. These switches, like red-green, they activate different walls and whatever. You've seen this gimmick before in many video games, I don't need to explain it to you. Oh yeah, that mid-boss makes a reappearance. So this, that restart there is done because it opens a gate later on in the level. And while I missed staircase, that's going to mess everything up. Because then you have to do final drills. Oh, and I got it, first try. Final drills is quite difficult to get all 3 of those to hit the bottom row. Because as I've said before, the drills have an incredibly obnoxious and not very well done hitbox. So everything breaks. And this is a boss. This is probably the hardest boss to do with Lilac because, you have to do high uppercuts many times in a row, and high uppercuts are finicky and prone to failing for no good reason. Because you have to do this to get the height to hit him. Like that. And bounce off the wall and hit him like that. And getting the proper height to make this work is quite challenging. It's going well, though. Perfect. Literally perfect boss fight. What up? Turn down for what? Shame about the zip though. That sucked. That wasted like a lot of time. Oh well. So we are now coming on to the final 4 areas of the game. The first level's quite short. The second one has a make or break RNG trick that basically decides runs. It saves like a minute if it works. I'm gonna go for it because I'm an idiot. But it is completely random whether or not it works. And also it won't save this run anyway. My PB is like vastly better than this. I don't know how far ahead I am or how far behind I am. I also don't really care. So Final Dreadnought 1 is another level that is very obnoxiously based on cycles. Like right away, out of the gate, cycles all around you. These lasers here, cycle. If you don't do that opening segment perfectly, you'll get hit in the face and you will hate it. But moreover, you're trying to avoid getting hit by some pylons later in the level. Oh, that's ruined everything. There you go, now I'm off the cycle, because I hit one button like a frame too early. Oh, nice. This part, the guy summons in a whole bunch of enemies to kill us, and we're just going to ignore all of them, because it's way too many, and they take ages to kill. Drop jump input, boo. I actually was on a good cycle there, because I think I actually lost so much time I was on the next cycle over. But then the game dropped my jump input, so I didn't get to do the cool strat. Whatever. Happens.
Alright, do we have a quick second for a donation?
Go for it.
at homie 666 donated $20. Says I'm Dick. Is Oxford fan. Thanks, my homie.
Thank you, Val.
Oh, fell right through. Oh, that's cancel.
Just want to remind everybody we do have the upcoming Oxford Outfit Can incentive. You know, we're getting some donations for it. We appreciate it, but we still need more. Please keep them coming. We definitely need a lot more to make this happen. But I know this can happen. You know, I believe in all of you, so please donate towards it. You will not regret your decision, I promise you.
I don't have any idea why I went for that, but I did. And it kind of worked. That's a thing there on the first phase I did called a wonky boost. Normally boosts can only go in the cardinal directions, but during running sections they can go in whatever the hell direction they want. And you can use it to get fast kills on certain bosses. But it's really hard to control because the game obviously doesn't really like the fact you're firing boosts in really odd ways. Right, so this is the level with the make or break trick that single-handedly killed the game overnight when it got found, Dreadbox. It is a skip where you jump into a box and try and get it to zip you up through half the level. If it works, you save about 50 seconds. If it doesn't, your run's dead. Reset. It's completely RNG whether or not it works or not. It's terrible. And it makes running this game incredibly obnoxious. So let's go for it, why don't we? So of course I go, and that's what happens usually. The box goes in the ceiling and you don't get it. That's fine execution, it's just RNG whether or not that works. So, LOL, we get to do the normal strat. Oh. See, I don't actually know the route for this level that's, like, normal when you don't get the trick, because, as I said, if you miss that trick, reset! Your run's dead! Because you just lost a minute. So I'm kind of totally making this up now. Dude, nice cancel. That is a frame-perfect glitch there, where if you get hit on the first frame that your boost starts, the boost that I would like to remind you is invincible, you get hit out of it. The invincible move gets beat out of startup. It's great. Oh. Ah. You can squat under these by using the cyclone thing that, like, squash your hitbox. That's the strat to that. Do a high uppercut at the end of this hallway to get up here. And that's that first screen. If you get the time-saving Dreadbox thing, you can exit that first screen in like 20 seconds rather than a minute. So you save, you know, like, a lot of time. But it's RNG, so lol. Oh yeah, we have an oxygen meter in this level, despite not being underwater, because the boss, like, shuts the oxygen of the level off. It's a neat stage gimmick, but it's kind of a pain in a speedrun, because the water shield also gives you, like, infinite oxygen. But the shields obviously break when you get hit, and you want to go past things that will hit you, because it's fast. But if you do that, you, like, die and stuff, which is less than ideal. So this is a zip we're going to do with a shield that I probably need to not die. I don't really know why I'm doing this. So we just skipped a whole bunch of that level. So I'm now very, very low on oxygen and might suddenly die. I'll take that one, thank you. I was probably maybe a second away from dying? Maybe? I very much just totally made that up. Cool strats.
We pick those.
Restart here to skip a cutscene. A long cutscene. Saves RTA, but no IGT, so, like, who cares? This is Giga Serpentine, a boss whose optimal strategy is to fight him by doing boosts over the bottomless pit. It's kind of scary. Because if you move a foot wrong, like that, you die! Which I didn't, because I got very bloody lucky with that. Cool. Well, I mean, that's an obviously awful time for the level because I missed the RNG minute-saving trick, but other than that, hey, fine. What stage am I on now? FT3, it's the second to last one, isn't it? This one's really easy. This is my favourite level in the game because I don't have to think very much during it. it's basically a straight run to the right.
Just want to give a quick plug that coming up next, we'll be having a week of Garfield run by none other than Cool Kid, followed by Donald Land by some peers. Come tune in for some of these retro, I guess, obscure NES games, if you will, but they're going to be introduced.
So this level has no real gimmick to it, you just do movement, other than these boost pads that like put you up to max speed. They're cool, because it means you can run fast, and you aren't like punished insanely hard for losing speed. This hallway's cool, I wonder if I can get this jump. No, not even close. Lame. You can get over that bulldozer with a very precise jump, but it's very precise. There's apparently an easier strat for it, I don't know it, so I didn't do it. You can do that whole hallway in like one clean motion if you know what's up.
Alright, well, we did get a $5 donation from Nix.
Cool bounce.
Says, I would make a dad joke, but as I'm at work, I'll settle for calling FP. So gay. Good luck on Dreadbox.
Thanks, James. I'm not going to attempt Dreadblocks. Everyone in the chat telling me to attempt Dreadblocks, no. Dreadblocks is a trick in the very last level of the run that saves like 12 seconds and occurs like once in a blue moon. It's like IL only. I got it like once every 150 attempts. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
What happens if you go for it and fail?
Nothing really, you just lose time and a cycle. Because you don't get it. You have to stand in one place and hope the blocks push you through a wall.
Sounds like you should go for it.
No.
Not that I'm...
No. This is a boss. It's a pretty easy one. Because you just stand here, and when she goes up, you jump, you boost, and you track her with it. Then you do a high uppercut, and completely mess the high uppercut up, because that wasn't even a dropped input. I just hit the wrong button. Like, entirely. I hit triangle. I don't have anything bound to triangle. Whatever, he dead. Dive kick.
Just want to remind everybody with your donations, if you don't specify where you want it to go to, please just let us know in the chat. We'll give you kind of a little bit of time to do that. So, you know, put it to something you want to put it for a bid war or a donation incentive, whatever you want, just let us know. But if you can put it in your message, we'd appreciate it.
You should all donate, mostly because the prizes look good.
Absolutely.
Get a Super Famicom if you donate at least 20 bucks. I want a Super Famicom.
Look at that. Punchy's doing my job for me. I love it. But yeah, I guess we do, you know, now that he's kind of brought it up, just want to take a quick moment to remind everybody, yeah, you donate $20 throughout the entire marathon. You know, it doesn't have to be in one spot, you know, you can do it in $10 chunks if you want, $5 chunks, whatever. Donate throughout the course of the entire marathon. You're entered for a chance to win a Super Famicom console and controller and cables. So pretty nice, generous donation made by Retro Psycho. So Retro Psycho, he has a eBay page. Many of you are familiar with his work. He has an eBay store with a bunch of you know, retro games and consoles and controllers. So please check him out. You know, his Twitter handle is @RetroSaikou, RetroSaikou.
Oops.
Find out all the information you can know on his Twitter handle. And he's donated a lot of other things as well during the course of this marathon.
Shit. Go, go, go! Or don't, fine. We'll just do that instead. We'll just parry the lightning. Screw it. Damage boost! That only works because I'm playing on the easiest difficulty setting. On any difficulty above that, that will kill you instantly. But you get mercy on that one if you're playing on the casual mode, which makes it faster to do so, unlike this level and this level only. So this is the final sequence of bosses. You get 3 boss fights in a row. One of them's a refight with the one from Battle Glacier, but he's like all powered up and stuff and substantially more annoying. But if you play your cards right, that's not playing your cards right. You can get him in one cycle. I missed one hit on it at the end there, so I didn't quite get the one cycle. On the bounce, on the ceiling. Whee! So that just works. So against this second guy, his fight pattern is entirely RNG, and he can do a move where he loses 8 seconds to just deciding to waste your time, which is lovely. Otherwise, you want to do high uppercuts over and over. That's the time-wasting move, so that's lovely. We just get to sit and wait, I suppose, while he does his thing. And he did it twice in a row. Awesome. Nice RNG. Now he dead. RNG blue! Oh yeah, I'm supposed to skip this. If you do a restart wallpaper, it skips the cutscene. This is the final boss. It's going to be over in about 7 seconds if I do this quick kill correctly. I did not do the quick kill even remotely correctly. Bloody hell. I'll take a 9-second kill, whatever. That's the run time.
Alright, GG.
Nice game. Give me 1 second here. I'll wait for the run to finish on the stream.
Well, that was a video game.
Good run. Really appreciate it. It was
Okay. The time was, I think, 49:11.
That sounds bad. I'm gonna check my IGT at the very end here just to see what that actually was. It's probably something awful. Nice! 39! Wow, that's awful. What am I doing?
We'll take it. It's not a big deal.
My PB's like a 35.
Don't worry about it. It was entertaining. We really appreciate it.
Well,
Commentary. It's
thanks for having me. That was Freedom Planet. And what do we have next up? A Week of Garfield. What is a Week of Garfield? What?
Well, tune in and you'll find out.
An entire 7 days of Garfield coming up next.
Pretty
Wow.
much.
The whole marathon is just Freedom Planet and then 7 days of Garfield.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for showing us Freedom Planet.
Thank you for having me.
Everybody give Succinct and Punchy a follow on Twitch there. The Twitch is on the screen.
Tons of people apparently already did, judging from the beeping that kept going off. I seriously thought I thought about that. I swear I turned it off. Apparently I didn't.
It's all good.
All good. It's all good.
That was fun.
All right. I believe with that, you are free to go. And we will bring Cool Kid in for the next round.
All
So
right,
I think
we're back.
Do you want me to bring Cool Kid in?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, Cool Kid.
Hello.
Hi.
Am I audible?
I can hear you.
Okay.
in
Nice.
for the next run. So thank.
So, Cool Kid, you're streaming to 2, right?
Yes, I'm on too.
Okay. Let me pull your stream up here.
While we're setting things up, do have another donation that was
In for
just
the next run. So
came
thank.
in. A Bear Gamer donated $20. This goes to making Succinct and Punchy run more games he hates. In lieu of that, whatever he wants. So thank you very much for the donation. Yeah, I'm asking him to see what he wants it to be donated to. But yeah, while we're waiting, while we're setting up for a week of Garfield, just
In
kind of
for the next
few
run.
things to
So
let
thank.
you all know. We do have coming up after this is Donaldland by Sunkier, and after that will be the Mario Party 2 race between Nero and Oxus, and that is a subject of our donation incentive, the Oxus made for cam. It needs $250. We're getting closer, but we still need many more donations for that. So please keep it coming. Definitely need at least another couple hundred for that one. So we do appreciate your donations for that. And while we have a moment, might as well inform people what's going on. This is the JRTA Marathon. We are raising money for our great Japanese friends, Suzuri and Honky, both fabulous runners. They're going to be showcasing their talents at AGDQ if your donations come in. We're trying to raise, I believe, $3,800 to make sure both of them come over. So please, we appreciate your donations. It's going to a great cause. Both of them are fantastic runners, and we need all the help we can get to make it happen. So thank you. And we did just get a $40 donation from Zay. I'm gonna go with Zay. Hi, enjoying the runs. Put this towards Oxford's app if you can, please. DSSM. Thank you very much for your donation. We appreciate it. It's ever so closer to the maid cam.
All right, hold off just a second on donations because I'm going to switch over to Cool Kids Audio.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. And we did just get a $40 donation from Zay. I'm gonna go with Zay. Hi, enjoying the runs. Put this towards Oxford's app if you can, please. DSSM. Thank you very much for your donation. We appreciate it. It's ever so closer to the maid cam.
All right, hold off just a second on donations because I'm going to switch over to Cool Kids Audio.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Okay. It should be switched.
Oh, okay.
Just tell me if I need to decrease or increase your guys' volume or something.
Okay, I switched over to Cool Kids stream, and the video is questionable.
Okay.
Give us 1 second, everybody, as we try to fix the stream here.